Hi, it's Dr. Parikh, and today we're talking about Module 1 overview. So every week I'm going to do a really short video just to get you started with what do you need to do this week. The weekly checklist is another good way to track as you go. So this week is about understanding the writing process, getting started, getting your topic, which can be tough for some students, and getting articles. So this kind of talks through a little more detail of what you're going to be doing. Then you go down into readings and resources. This will be your first time doing each of these. Remember, this week it's probably going to take a little more time to get into the swing of things. So you're going to read, I would start with just reading this document. I have contributed to it, but it was, a lot of it was handed to me. It's kind of been contributed to by a lot of professors at Caldwell over the years. And it's kind of our presentation. I think Professor Farina wrote a good bit of it, of how to write a literature review paper. And it's written in a very conversational style, talking you through the process. You'll also read at least one sample paper. And if you click here, it'll show you anything that I can link to. You'll read in Writing with Style. That's this one by Suchman. This is the one that's most like textbooky. And then you'll also read some in the concise rules. And the pages are really small, so it actually goes pretty quickly. So even though there's like 30 some pages, it should go pretty quickly. It's good to know. You're not going to remember every single thing that you read, but it's good to know that it's there and to kind of have been exposed to it. Shows you all the videos. A lot of them are just kind of getting started. And now here's where Module 1 actually starts. A lot of the videos are from me, some of them are from Dr. Ling, and sometimes I'm going to link, like we look at the library online tutorials for how to use PsycInfo. Learning activities. This one, let me click here. The videos, most of them you can just watch right in the screen. Sometimes though I can't link to it that way for some reason, and you'll just have to follow a link. So usually you want to do the discussion posts first. This week there's only 4 of them. The reading circle is going to work a little differently than usual. And every week you just are going to have a check-in too. So it's a lot of assignments, but a lot of them are really small. You're just going to check in with your group and say, here's how things went this week, and you'll respond. And it's a good place to see how you're doing. Compared with other people. I mean, not that you have to compare yourself, but it's good to not feel completely isolated either. And then you'll discuss a sample paper. So these discussions, none of them are hard. This is a lot more, it's different from what most discussions probably are in online classes. There's a lot of them, but they're also shorter, more laid back, and really meant to be helpful. These orange assignments are in this big APA style manual. And remember, those are going to go a lot more quickly than it looks like they will too. Leave plenty of time this first week, but you can see there's not that many questions to a page. It goes quickly. As I said in one of the videos before, for this class for sure, schedule time every week. I would schedule at least 10 hours of I plan to work on this class, and know that you're probably going to need more than that. This class is meant to take about 20 hours a week. Some people might take a little more, some might take less, but you'll want to have a lot of time just set aside, just like you would, because if you were taking this in person, you would have 3 hours a week and twice as many weeks. So really 10 hours a week is the very minimum. That's like the time that you would spend going to class. There's some things that you do outside of Blackboard. These are quizzes that you'll do in Blackboard. And then you're actually pretty quickly, by Sunday, you're going to start submitting some articles. You're going to submit 2 articles. They need to be empirical. If you come here, all the assignments really are pretty detailed. They tell you exactly what I'm looking for. And I have you submit 2 first just to make sure you're looking for the right thing. You know what a peer-reviewed empirical article is. And then once I can give you that feedback, that helps you go find the rest of them. You need to attach a PDF of your article, if at all possible. If you can't do the original PDF, you can look at it as a web page, and then just like this, you can say you want to print the web page. I hate Mozilla Firefox. I hate it. It's the only one that works with Blackboard though. You can also, oh, there we go. So you can always PDF it. It's very easy to do on a Mac. It's not that hard to do on a Windows though. And you can always just do a Google search for how to do it, how to print to a PDF from, and then describe whatever your computer is. Always look at the rubric because that's going to tell you exactly how I'm grading things. So I want to see that you're following, you upload your PDFs so much in this class, just name them something, follow this naming convention early and just keep them handy. And then I'm looking to see that it's from a peer-reviewed journal, so that's not a newsletter, it's not a book, it's not a dissertation, and that it's empirical, that it has a method and results section, it's doing research. If you're not sure that something is empirical, you can always email me a copy. It's easiest if you email me an actual PDF, and I'm looking for 2 of them, so it's pretty straightforward, the grading on this one. Let me go back. So again, when you're looking in the week by week view, the weekly modules, it looks pretty simple what the activities are. It's just the name, but when you click on them, there's a lot more detail to it. So this week, the biggest thing you have to do is pick a topic and find the articles, and there's a lot of readings and a lot of videos to get you started. This week, the discussions are all pretty straightforward. Everything's due. The first one's due on Wednesday. The introductions, I actually want you to do 3 responses, so a little more than usual. And again, a tip, I like to give bonus points for people who do extra work. So when you are really engaged in the discussions, when you're giving really thoughtful, not just long, but meaningful discussions, I'll probably throw you some bonus points. This course doesn't have as many bonus points as my courses usually do for a lot of reasons, but the discussions are a great way to earn an extra point here and there. See you next week.